came to Louisville and U of L 8 years ago and just received her graduate degree in biology.
I was basically looking at specific labs that do the kind of research that I like. And University of Louisville was one of the universities that came up.
Risha was one of the roughly 750 students from around the world who study and do research at U of L each year. 2/3 of them are grad students. And according to Sherilyn Pepper, Associate Director of International Student and Scholar Services, 12% of U of L's sports teams are made up of foreign-born students.
International students add to our mission, our diversity mission, in that they bring a different perspective to the classroom, a different experience for both our domestic students and other international students within the classroom. I would say a good number stay. They create businesses here. They contribute to our society.
Training the world's best minds. That's the University of Louisville.
It's game week in the Ville as college football is officially back. And for the most coverage, keep it locked on ESPN Louisville, as we'll feature 12 hours of pregame coverage getting you ready for the Cards and top-ranked Alabama. And it's all presented by the Sam Aguiar Law Office. It all begins Saturday at 8 a.m. and will take you up until kickoff with the Miller Lite pregame show, live from Orlando with Mark Ennis. And it's only on 93.9 The Ville. From pregame to postgame, ESPN Louisville has you covered for the Cards and Crimson Tide.
Pests can be a problem any time of year. Whether it's ants, spiders, crickets, roaches, rodents, termites, or mosquitoes, OPC Services has a program to handle them all. The OPC Four Seasons program is an exterior service, so you don't even need to be home for them to take care of you. Service is performed every 3 months, and you're good to go. Call 969-9635 for your free quote and ask about the Four Seasons Bronze, Silver, or Gold programs. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
This is Steve Rummage, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville.
There's a delivery app that lets you order from all of your favorite restaurants. Order your favorite burger from Home Run Burger and Fries, or fire roasted pizza from Red Brick Pizza, or a catering spread for the big meeting or tailgate from Chuy's Tex-Mex. It's because of people that love what they make that you can eat what you crave. Order from hundreds of restaurants delivered hot and fresh right to your doorstep. Mr. Delivery, local restaurants delivered. Download the app today. Use promo code ESPN for a discount on your next order.
Are you ready to get behind the wheel of a UPS tractor trailer? Seasonal tractor trailer drivers can earn $32 an hour. Drivers must be at least 21 years of age, have a Class A CDL with T endorsement, 2 years of tractor trailer experience, and be able to drive a standard transmission. As a driver, you could participate in team driving, in-town runs, or help at a local UPS facility. Are you ready to get on the road? Apply now at upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Come out to Flanagan's Ale House in the heart of the Highlands. They have an extensive full bar including over 150 beers and 17 rotating taps. Kick back with lunch, brunch, and happy hour specials, and be sure to catch all of the U of L games on one of their 17 TVs, all while enjoying game day specials. Whether you're into Texas Hold'em Tuesdays, trivia nights on Wednesdays and Thursdays, keep your glass pint night Thursdays, or you just want to dance the night away with music Fridays and Saturdays, Flanagan's Ale House has you covered. Flanagan's Ale House, 934 Baxter Avenue, in the heart of the Highlands.
Welcome back to Midnight with Marcus Maimon, the pregame edition. People, we had Ivan Green join us. 8150-939 is the number. You can join us. I'm not going to sleep. I needed this. This is therapy. I would not mind if not one person was listening. But judging by my inbox, everybody's listening. Everybody's jumping in. Feel free to jump in. 8150-939. I think we got Debbie on hold. Debbie, thanks for joining us on 939. What's on your mind?
Hey, Marcus, we're down here sitting around a hot tub in Claremont, Florida, waiting for the big game. We're listening to you via the internet.
Oh my goodness! Listen, like, how much fun could that be? Like, do you feel guilty that you're having this much fun?
No, and we're here with some good friends, and we've been longtime Cardinal fans from the 70s and 80s. Have been through all the regime, and so excited about tomorrow with Coach Petrino and the gang, and love you on the radio, Marcus. And I told my husband I'm calling in. He said, you won't get through. And I said, oh, yes, I will. And you got me on.
No,
Thank you very much.
absolutely. Let me ask you one thing. I opened the show. I didn't want to leave out the younger generation. This having this game on the schedule to me felt like a reward for all the people who've been dying for opportunities like this year after year after year, knowing you have good teams that can compete nationally, but never getting a respectable shot at the quote unquote blue bloods, no pun intended. How does it feel as somebody who has been watching and waiting and dying for these opportunities all these years?
We're excited. We think we can do it like we did out in Arizona. We're ready to do another Fiesta Bowl. You just never know, you know. And we didn't see that many Alabama fans. We went around town, and we only really saw 4, maybe 2 more, 6. It's all Cardinal red down here. Wish you were here to enjoy it with us.
I know. Listen, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcus.
Listen, I'll be hearing from you soon. I'm sure I'll see you on the television or just something like that. Just keep the good energy going, okay? Well, okay. Well, Debbie, check that on us. 8150-939 is the number. Feel free to jump in because here's the thing, people. This is what I did in the break. This is exactly what I did in the break, and I couldn't help myself. You know what I did? During the break, I went to my computer. I went to Twitter. I checked the mentions on the We Are Made for the Ville YouTube channel. Please, people, everybody feel free to subscribe. Listen, here's the thing. I get you. I'm enjoying the pregame show. I could do this all night. Here's the thing. They're kicking me off air at 12 o'clock because they realized it was such a good idea. Nick Valvano, if you don't know that name, Nick Valvano and Cooper, the producer, will be coming in, taking this show from 12 to 2. It's going to be awesome. I don't know. Listen, I might just stay in here and hang out with them another hour, but you get the point. You get the point. This is what I would be doing if I wasn't in the studio. I'd be sitting at a local restaurant or a local establishment, and it'll be 15 people at a table, and we'll all be having our favorite beverages of choice and nice little appetizers, and we'd be doing the same thing. Or I'd be down sitting around the hot tub with Debbie in Orlando or Clearwater, or I forget where she told me, but you get the point. You get the point. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what this is all about. Western Kentucky just picked up a fumble. Big time momentum change. But here's the thing. I went to Twitter and I typed in #Roll Tide. That's what I typed into Twitter. And it came right up. While most people are fixated on the quarterback battle, think about this. This guy's name, keep in mind, people, I'm just going to read #Roll Tide content for a few minutes. Just because I'm getting ready. I'm getting warmed up. I want to know how you're feeling. I want to psychoanalyze the Roll Tide #Roll Tide public because I want to taste tears. I'm in the mood to taste tears. I'm in the mood I want to go to bed smiling, thinking, I like rubbing my hands together and thinking, boy, wait till I get in this ring. Wait till I bring you out on this front lawn and show you what we've been waiting on for a long time. Here's the thing. First, #Roll Tide. I see, while most people are fixated on the quarterback battle, and this is from Sarge for Tide, obviously a Bama guy. While most people are fixated on the quarterback battle, I'm going to be closely watching the linebacker defensive line rotations for Bama tomorrow. I bet you are. I bet you are. 19 hours, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. till Bama kickoff roll tide. Say that as you will. Knock, knock, who's there? Still Bama? Weak. I can't help myself. Words cannot explain how ready I am. It's nothing. There's nothing very excited. There's nothing very exciting on this one. Danny Canal predictions. They're getting their Danny Canal playoff predictions that have Clemson, Auburn, Ohio State, and USC. Bama fans are retweeting Danny Canal because they don't have Alabama. Listen, in my predictions, I don't have Alabama in there either. Like, I'm sorry, you just heard Debbie. She said there's nobody down there. There's no Bama energy going on. I'm not scared of that. People, there's nothing good. Scarborough. I mean, locked and loaded. Weak. I've been watching this on ESPN. I've been watching Nick Saban try to motivate his team on ESPN. Listen, we had Ivan Green on. There's no doubt that there is talent on that team. But I thought the same thing he thought. If I don't have my Purdue false starts at the beginning of the game, if I don't have my running backs fumbling, coughing the ball, think about this, people. We've watched over the last 2-3 weeks, we've watched every comparable Alabama game. We've watched Alabama against Clemson's. We've watched Alabama's Florida State openers. Do you realize that last year, the Alabama-Florida State game was like 24-7? Look, what was the Alabama-Florida State? If you could give me the Alabama-Florida State final score from last year, if you could look that up really quick. Because here's the thing. I watched it. I watched the full version. I watched the condensed version. And I hate doing this, people. I hate making the transitive property. But that's the only argument you have that's like a realistic comparison.
All right, I got the final score from the Alabama-Florida State game last year.
I'm listening.
Chick-fil-A kickoff game.
I'm listening.
Final score was 24-7 Alabama.
24-7 Alabama. Do you realize that was like number one? Alabama, Florida State was number 1 versus number 2 last year, right? If you look at Alabama and Florida State and you think, and that was last year, and Alabama, think about this. Think about what I'm going to say. Alabama, Florida State last year, Alabama put up 24 points, gave up 7, and they lost their entire defense from last year. 9 new starters on defense. You lost your entire team on defense on a national championship Alabama team. You lost your coordinator. You lost your coordinator and 9 players. We've been gathering, we've been leading up to this game. And I know that you can accuse me of being that guy, but you don't forget that I have a degree from this university. Like, I actually played here, and I can turn that stuff off in a heartbeat because my reputation's on the line. And you know when my reputation was on the line? Last year when I said University of Louisville was going to beat Florida State, because I did the math and I looked at the sizes and I looked at the matchups and I said we can beat them. Keep in mind, last year, I don't know if you people remember this, Louisville went to Florida State and had Florida State down like 24-10, right? 4th and long. Louisville penetrates the line, pops the quarterback. All of a sudden, some late flag comes in, roughing the passer out of nowhere. Gives Florida State another opportunity. Then guess what happens, people? I mean, you're putting Florida, you're in the process of putting Florida away, holding them to about the same score that Alabama beat Florida State by. You're about it to say maybe it's 24-10 Louisville, and last year it was 24-7 Alabama. You're on the verge of closing out that game, and you get a bogus roughing the passer call. So you give them that opportunity, and then you know what happened next? I don't know if you people remember. After that bogus roughing the passer call, Florida State was running the ball in. Their running back got his ass popped and fumbled the ball into the end zone. That was a game-winning play. You get that play 2 times in a row. Louisville made the play to turn this into a shutout game. Florida could not move the ball against that sorry. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was bad. That defense last year that the University of Louisville had basically held Florida State the same way. I mean, Florida scored, they scored a couple, but if you watch the game, you weren't getting ran over by Florida State. You gave them pretty much the same, like I said, minus 1 or 2 plays. Listen, if you pop somebody and they fumble the ball in the end zone, you got us. You lucked up. You pop that quarterback, he falls down, he throws a pick, the referee says, no way that this can happen. Throw me a flag. And I'll warn you, you're going to see a phantom flag or two. You're going to see a phantom flag or two because, like everybody else, referees have TV too. Referees, unfortunately, are on the internet as well. People have already painted the picture of these young, swaggy punks. These young, swaggy punks. Oh, my goodness. See what I'm saying? Why didn't you tell me this was on Twitter? People, let's take a break. I mean, not an actual break. Right now, I'm sitting here talking about Alabama's and Florida State's and first game conversation, and I open up my Twitter and I see Steve Rummage sitting in the hospital with Charity Rummage and a baby, and Steve looks like, I don't want to say this out loud, but Steve looks like he'd rather be somewhere else than sitting in the hospital waiting for young Xavier to come to the world. He's going to be here for the game. Steve, if you don't get that look off your face, and you know what Steve posts, people? Go to @StephenRummage on Twitter. Well, looks like I won't be making the 10 to midnight show at Maven 939. But in other news, we'll be done before game time. Hashtag beat Bama @CharityRummage. Is she having a popsicle as well? She's probably drugged up. Steve, I hope you're not asking your wife questions. I hope she curses you sideways for the way you've pressured her into having this baby before the game. I'll be done by game time. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know what, Steve? But congratulations, my man. Like, this is awesome. I feel like this is our, you know what I mean? This is our baby. Listen, I went through the pregnancy too. Goodness gracious, I had to sit by and hey man, got a hospital visit and okay, and I had to wait for you to call me and tell me that the baby's healthy, and I had to wait and make sure Charity's eating right, and had to ask you to make sure you're nicer to her, because if you're not nice to her, I don't need Charity all stressed out the whole time. We did this. We did this together. I mean, you participated, but this is a team. We should have named this baby 93.9. Because, Steve, we have shared the process with you. Charity, just in case you're listening, give them hell. I guess you say, what do you say, break a leg? What do you say, good luck? To a woman about to give birth, I mean, what more could I say? But anyway, people, again, we're thinking about you, Steve. We're glad the situation is going good. We're feeling great about that. But here's the thing. I don't have much. I don't have much of a. I don't need to make more cases. I just realized I've been making cases for a month about the University of Louisville. They think we're a joke. I hear you. I got that message loud and clear. Maddie, I know what you're saying. If I haven't convinced you at this point that the University of Louisville should be in this game. They've earned the right over 30, 40 years of football. They have earned the right to be in this first game of the season. When you beat Alabama in a recruiting battle, when you have players on your team that chose, and I said players, plural. When you have players that say no thank you Auburn, no thank you Alabama, no thank you Georgia, no thank you Tennessee, no thank you USC, no thank you Washington, no thank you Michigan State, no thank you Michigan, when your front lineup, when your entire first string is loaded with people who believe in Louisville over every other major program, when you have a starting lineup full of that level of player, you deserve to win. You deserve to, even if you get beat, you deserve to be in this game. You deserve to have somebody on the schedule. You earn that. Not just the players. Not just the players. When you get, oh my goodness, Wisconsin's rolling. When you get fans, stadium expansion, when Vince Tyree is showing you pictures of 3-stripe life end zones at your university, you earned it. Fans and boosters and supporters of the university who donate money, who go down to Florida and buy out hotels and buy out bars and spend money on behalf of the university. When you form an army of Louisville loyalists, that's why they put you on a schedule. That's a machine. That's an empire just like anybody else's. You have a matching high-level empire organization that can compete with anybody. Sorry about that. I couldn't wait. I tried to breathe, people. I had to hold it. 1 second. Okay, that's the cough button. You get my point, though. You get my point. You deserve to be here no matter what. No matter what comes out of this game, no matter what result you get out of this game, you earn the right to be here. You deserve to be here. You deserve, like, this is not a lucky situation. This is not a fortunate, oh, we got lucky that they put us on the schedule, that they gave us a chance. They know we're gonna sell the tickets. They know this is gonna matter later on in the year. They know the University of Louisville is a power player. That's why you go to the ACC. That's why you get signed up for all this stuff. That's why the players know the facilities here are just as good as anybody's. I'm telling you. The fact that you are
ready for break whenever you are.
You're less than like 12 hours 16 hours. Like, you're going to go to sleep tonight. You're going to wake up late. You're going to wake up late. Or you're going to wake up early. Stuff your face tomorrow. Have a good breakfast. Day drink and take a nap. Right? But the point is, you're going to get your shot at the crown. And if you make something happen, you know what the next 10, 15 years could be like? If you go crack Alabama's skull. If you go, not skull, shell. Didn't mean that. That sounded a little aggressive for 12 o'clock at night. You go crack their shell, you're on the map. They might be coming for your assistant coaches, though. It's like, trust me. You listen, there are going to be some problems that come with a big upset at Alabama. But we'll take them every day. Because now, listen, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You can play us out. What as a matter of fact, what's going to be our playout music? Go ahead and fire it away so I can give a nice little dismount. We used to give the Rocky theme music around this time. I don't need that. I don't need Rocky. I'm not doing Rocky this year. 8 hours of pregame coverage. 12 hours of pregame coverage, actually. Tomorrow, I'm sorry about that. 12 hours of pregame coverage. Drew Diener, Locke, Sweetie, Jason Anderson, Joker, everybody, the entire lineup is doing 12 hours of pregame tomorrow. People, we're working on Labor Day. No pun intended. We're working on Labor Day. We're talking about the game. Phil Baker, Nick Kern, our Sunday morning hangover. Everybody's in the studio. I'm crashing the studio on Sunday. You think they're keeping me out of here? I've been waiting to be on this radio all my life. You think I'm gonna miss an opportunity to be on the radio? You're crazy. People, thank you for joining us again. We are Made for the Ville is the YouTube channel. You can always stay up with us and the new goings on. Be here all day tomorrow. In your car, digital, just be here.
Nick, Magic, and Coop coming up on ESPN
Nick,
680 next.
Magic, and Cooper, the producer, coming up on 680 next. You see how good this idea was, people? It's a great idea. You support it. You make it happen.